and welcome. My name is Johnny Fragan. I'm from All Total Coaching. What I want to talk to you today is about male bride scams. Now, I'm talking to you mainly to the Westerner, whether in the US or Canada or Western Europe, Australia or New Zealand. We've got now one of the biggest phenomena in the last 20 to 30 years, where a lot of men at one stage, maybe you're over 30, 35, you feel lonely. You've had enough of feminism and all these women that busted you nuts for years. I can understand that. I feel your pain. But I want to warn you, my dear friend, and I want to inform you about the dangers and the costs and the scams and the rip-off associated with these women, whether they're in Ukraine, Russia, Belarus, Latvia, Southeast Asia, Philippines, Thailand, Laos, Vietnam, etc., etc. I'm not dismissing there are some genuine women there, but I want to warn you about these scams. It's my duty to you, my dear subscribers, and all my fellow men all over the world to warn you about the dangers. And here they are. There are a lot of women there that are in touch with 60 to 70 men. They have researched the net, and they know if they come to the West, all they have to do is be quiet for a year to 2 years before they get a green card or Australian citizenship or New Zealand citizenship or Western European passports. After that, she will accuse you that you hit her or mistreated her or whatever, and you'll be kicked out of your own home. Now, I'm sure there are some genuine, but the majority of them are rip-offs. I've received numerous emails, and I know certain people that have been scammed tens of thousands of dollars. And it's my duty to you to warn you about these scams. Now, if you still want to pursue this, I highly advise you to fly to Latvia, to fly to the Ukraine, to fly to Russia, to fly to the Philippines, to fly to Laos or Burma or Thailand or wherever you want, or even Vietnam. That's your choice. Go meet the woman face to face. Look how she looks into you in the eyes. Look at her family. Today, some of these women come from impoverished families, and they've got leaflets and pamphlets and all sorts of programs that are sold on the internet on those countries with copy and paste that they send you with all how she's sorry, all her problems, and she creates a relationships with you and appeals to your sensitive side as a giving man. I'm warning you now. You are going to be scammed tens of thousands of dollars, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars. I have met personally men that have been ripped off totally. Brought them to that country, 2 to 3 years later, they've got no women, they've got no money, and they're left with nothing. I am here warning you to take action and be aware of these scams. And if you really, like I said, want to go and pursue this, by all means, go to that country. Have a holiday and look for yourself. Because most of these women are in touch with 50 to 60 men. Okay? And if you think you're going to fall in love with this woman over the internet, you're deluding yourself. I know you're lonely. I know it's difficult alone. I know you need company. I know you maybe want a family. That's great. That's a human spirit that we need to pass on the next generation. But just imagine that you marry one of these women. 2 to 3 years later, she accuses you of things you've never done. You're going to be kicked out of your own home. You're going to go to court. You're going to be charged with all sorts of things, and you'll have nothing left. You maybe think to yourself, how do they know these things? Today, there are so many scams. They are aware of the law in the US, in Australia. They only have to live with you for a year to 2 years, and you'll be literally stripped of your rights. Women in the West, majority of us anyway, are second-class citizens. You are no good unless you've got a penis or money. And this is it. Now, you may think to yourself, I may be a bit aggressive here and a bit too far off. But wouldn't you think it's a bit cheaper to fly to these countries for a couple of thousands of dollars and actually to meet the woman in person? I can guarantee you, if you actually surprise her and tell her you're coming in a week, she'll give you all sorts of excuses why she can't meet you, because her mother's coming or whatever. Why? Because it's a scam. Be warned, my dear friends. I want to warn you from the bottom of my heart. I have seen men, and I'm not going to nominate them. I'm sure these people are going to see this video. They have been ripped off to shreds, emotionally, financially, and mentally. And these men wake up one morning, they have nothing. They literally are depressed and suicide. And I don't want this to happen to you. That's more or less what I wanted to tell you today. I really hope that I gave you a bit of an insight into the scams, the rip-off, and the absolute madness that's going on in this male bride, internet, wives, whatever you want to call it. It's my job to help you. Please subscribe to my channel for great topics on all topics and all issues of life. Great stuff is coming your way. I want to thank all the people that helped me put this clip together. I want to thank you for taking your time and listening to me. And I hope this has been beneficial to you. If you have any questions whatsoever, you can contact me on john@sosdating.com or look us up on www.alltotalcoaching.com. Thank you very much for listening. And as always, I'm your friend, John Ifraghan. Speak to you soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye.